A read along for kids, written by Susie Davies. All rights reserved. Please open your book and follow along with us. There once was a dragon, not just any dragon. He was a very special dragon, and everything about him was ginormous, and his name was Poop. He had a ginormous head. He had a ginormous flicky tail with purple spikes. His eyes were flashing, and they were ginormous. His body was bigger than a horse, and he had a ginormous bum. His feet were bigger than any feet you or I have ever seen. What a dragon! One day he said to himself, I'm going to leave my dragon cave and go on a ginormous adventure. So he left his dragon cave, went to the train station, and bought a ticket to the countryside. Very soon he arrived. It was so green and quiet with no people around. He tilted his head. The birds were singing. He looked up to the sky, and it was the brightest blue. He sat down on the soft green grass, and took his rucksack and opened his picnic box. With his ginormous dragon claw, he took a dragon sandwich, a bit like a hamburger, opened his ginormous mouth, and swallowed it in one bite. He laid down and had a nap, and when he awoke, his dragon magic started to work. He made a mountain in the countryside, and in a few minutes, poof! Flowers were already starting to grow on the side of the mountain. Feeling very happy, Poop went on his way. Pretty soon, a group of people arrived by the mountain the dragon had made. Look, smiled Anne. Look at that mountain. Let's see if we can climb it. Yeah, agreed her brother Thomas. Their mom and dad followed close behind. Mom said to Dad, what pretty flowers. But as they got closer, Mom wrinkled her nose. What on earth is that smell? Now everyone wrinkled their noses. Anne put her fingers on her nose and squeezed it. Ugh! What a stink! Thomas exclaimed. Dad nodded. Somebody had pooped, and that ginormous mountain was just a pile of big, stinky, rotten poop. What a naughty thing to do, Mom gasped. And now the smell was so strong, they all ran and ran and ran to the car, driving off as fast as they could away from the stinky, smelly poo. Meanwhile, the dragon had taken a bus into a little town. There was a carnival. This excited Poop, and he joined in, dancing with the girls and boys in their costumes. He even found another dragon, but of course, the dragon wasn't really a real dragon like Poop, but it did look magical. After all the dancing, Poop went into a little side street cafe where he drank a frothy milkshake. Yummy! Poop whispered to himself. It tasted so good. Afterwards, he left the cafe and went for a walk. He found a little narrow side street. He felt dragon magic working again, and he crouched down by the curb and went for it. And poof! Now it looked like a car, but it was badly parked. Ha! That's better, Poop laughed. He knew it was naughty, but no one would know it was him. Pretty soon, a traffic warden came along. What a big car, he thought. But how rude. Look how it's parked. The car Poop had made caused a ginormous roadblock. The traffic warden scribbled a parking ticket, but when he slapped it onto the windscreen, wallop, he found that the car was not a car. It was nothing but a pile of smelly poop. Who has done this? He frowned. The warden raced down the street to find a restroom to wash his hands. Meanwhile, Poop had decided to go back to his beach. He wanted to watch the sunset over the blue ocean. When he arrived, a cool breeze was blowing, and Poop crouched down to work some more dragon magic. This time, he made a poopy sandcastle. Some children arrived with their parents. Jessica, Faye, and Nigel all rushed up to see the ginormous sandcastle. It had flags and a big moat that Poop made. But the closer they got, the stronger the pooey smell. "Oh my!" Faye screamed. "What on earth has done this? Someone's pooped!" This time, Poop wasn't far off, and he felt sorry about the mess he had made. "Well, what can I do?" he asked himself. He turned and ran down the beach into his stinky cave. Nigel saw his spiky tail swishing across the golden sand. Nigel was brave, and he beckoned the family to follow the dragon. At the big mouth of the ginormous cave, Nigel called, "Dragon, dragon! Yes, you! Show yourself!" Poop hung his head, and after a while, Nigel's dad said, "What you need is a throne, as befits a ginormous dragon like yourself. You're all grown up now. I'm a plumber, and with a bit of help from you and your magic, we'll put in a dragon rest room." With that, the family drove off and came back to the beach the very next morning. Jack, Nigel's dad, put a ginormous toilet, no, indeed it was a throne, all for Poop the dragon, there in the farthest corner of the ginormous cave. This restroom has a library and a sound system that plays sweet floaty music as you poop. And, of course, there's a door with a special poo room sign. There's a sink with golden taps where Poop washes his ginormous dragon claws after he's done. But, even though Poop's restroom is private, sometimes, when the wind blows in the wrong direction, you can hear Poop's ginormous soft farts. The end.